Everyone, welcome back. This is Ratnika and you've reached Natural Vibrations. This is the upcoming full moon reading for all twin flames. Let's just see what's going on and what's being healed and worked on during this full moon. All right. Dear universe, dear gods and goddesses, the six elements, earth, wind, water, fire, spirit, ether, please welcome me to give me just honest readings for all twin flames. I just want to do it. Come on, stop being difficult. For all twin flames at this time. All right, universe, what is the overall energy of this upcoming full moon for all twin flames? The talk about being cheeky. We've got the moon card. Your your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. All right, I'm just going to read this from the book. Sometimes the universe is so funny. All right. If you have drawn this card, then the current energy is focused on the part of you that is represented by the moon, and it is this part of your personality which is engaged in this question or issue. What does the moon represent in astrology? As we sleep, our unconscious processes the happenings of the day. Experiences and reactions are considered and committed to memory. This process is part of our inner selves, and it is this inner self that is affected by the matter in hand. Something is touching you deeply, and you need to at least sleep on it. Taking careful note of your dreams and feeling as you wake. The moon describes what we really like on the inside, our instinctive hidden self, and in the early hours of the morning, before we open our eyes, we are most in touch with our inner selves. This is when our vulnerable and emotional self can most easily be felt. The real moon in the sky can only reflect the sun's light. In this way, you should reflect on issues. Just as we cannot expose ourselves to the heat of the solar energy for long periods, the need in the shade, need the shade, so do we need space and time to make sense of our daily experiences and busy lives. Your feelings are the only thing that guide you now, and try not to overanalyze or explain too much. Just feel your truth. All right, beautiful. And for it exists deep within, and an earlier vague memory may assist if you can let your instincts guide you. Alternately, your mother or another nurturing female from the family may have answers to the matter or questions in hand. All right. So first of all, what this I feel the full moon, this full upcoming full moon, it's going to be a time of reflection for all twin flame, masculine and feminine. I feel like we're going to be getting in touch with our inner selves. I feel like like the card said, it's not about over analyzing. We have done that. And if you haven't seen the Divine Feminine reading, please do check that out. It talks about how we need to let go of our ego mind that keeps talking up and thinking and overthinking things. I feel this full moon is all about feeling our truth. What is it that we truly believe? What is it that we truly want? What is it that we truly, like can understand and make sense of? And that is what this is all about. And that's the overall, energy during this full moon. All right, universe. What is going on with the divine masculine during this full moon? Divine masculine is clearing energies of their ex. Now, this could be two things. They could be releasing karmic partners if they're still with a karmic partner. But for me, it's also more about clearing their energy of the past, clearing energies from situations that have happened in their life when it comes to their ex-girlfriends, to you, to family situations to do with love. They're just releasing it, and they're done with it. At the same time, it is safe for you to love and honeymoon. It's funny, the Divine Feminine got these cards. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is definitely mirroring the Divine Feminine, where they're going to be starting to enjoy life and realize that it is safe for them to love. I am also getting that the Divine Masculine might be thinking about taking a little trip, because because if they're realizing that it is safe for them to love, they might be planning on taking a little trip towards the divine feminine. That's what I'm picking up from this card. They want to spend time with them, they want to enjoy each other's company, and I feel like they might, if they don't live close by, they might be planning a trip to meet them. What else is the divine masculine? Disruption. All right, can we have some more clarity? Disruption is about risk and okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, makes sense. We've got perception, risk, and disruption. What this talks about is the divine masculine during this full moon is going to realize that because even though things did not happen in the past, disruption talks about when you want something to happen but it doesn't. So maybe, and what they've realized is that despite the fact that there has been disruption in their life, maybe some stuff did not happen, maybe things did not work out with this ex-girlfriend or ex-karmic partner, or the fact that they couldn't get together with their divine feminine earlier, they're now realizing that it did not happen in the past because it was not meant to happen then, because either they were not ready or the situation or the circumstances were not suitable. At the same time, they've got risk, which talks about they are realizing that, what, I don't know what the right move is. I don't know what the end goal is. I just know I need to pick a path. Every road we take could end in disaster, but not taking anything is going to screw things up. And that is what they're doing. They're changing their perception about this. Up till now, the risks seem too daunting. It seemed too daunting, but because we've got the honeymoon card, what I'm getting is that earlier this risk of I don't know where to go was too tough, but now they're changing their perception about this whole thing. They're realizing that things did not happen in the past, things did not work out in the past with the feminine does not mean that it cannot work out this time. I don't know where the road is going to lead, but being stuck here and not moving is worse than not doing anything. Now let's go for the divine feminine. Dear universe, what is the divine feminine going to be working during this full moon? Codependency. Okay, this is the codependency card already came up in the divine feminine reading. So if you haven't seen that, please do. The divine feminine are working on releasing their codependency. This is overthinking, overanalyzing, just being so dependent on their divine masculines, what they're doing for their own happiness, maybe over drinking, overeating. They're trying to now give their relationship a chance, which means that they're being open to the fact that anything is possible, but they're not trying to sort of control. Like this codependency is a very lower frequency where where we're just overthinking things and we're negative about stuff. But when they're going to go internally and start evaluating what they truly feel rather than think, because that's the motto of this full moon card, is that it's not about thinking, it's about feeling. They're going to realize that there is something here in this relationship and they need to give it a chance. There's no point them over analyzing stuff and being like, oh, this is not going to work out or whatever, because there is something there and they feel it. And they're going to work and they're going to realize and the divine feminine want to get back together with the divine masculine, and they want this to happen. And I feel like that's what they're healing. I feel like there's some blockages that the divine feminine has within that might also be stopping union. Sometimes we say we want union, but we're not totally open to it. And you might be like, what the hell? Like, for example, we tell ourselves super things that if I'm too fat, I don't feel like I'm thin enough right now or pretty enough for my masculine to come back because he would reject me. Or we may say things like, I'm a handful and I'm just, so difficult. I can't, they would not like who I really am. Or, and even though you're like, but I really want to get back together with them. But in the back of your mind, your subconscious, you're holding on to these little things that, oh, they will not like this and they will not like that, or whatever the hell it is. So you need to let that go. And that's what's being released. I'm going to pick one more card for the divine feminine. And we've got two. All right. So divine feminine are realizing that, look, things can work out. This reconciliation can happen if they just sort of stop overthinking things, because this person is a person that they've known in their past. This is the person that they want to be with. This is their true love. And that's what the divine feminine are now just going to just stop they're going to basically, the overall message is they're going to get out of their headspace and they're going to just feel. They're going to feel all the emotions they feel for the divine masculine and just get out of the headspace of overthinking and analyzing. All right. They're going to focus on partnership, and then they're going to realize how lucky they are to have known the divine masculine and how lucky they are to have come so far. Beautiful. The divine feminine during this full moon is just going to stop worrying about bullshit. I have no idea what that noise is, by the way. It keeps coming up every so often. I'm in a hotel room. And I don't, maybe someone's shower. Anyway, or the flush. Anyway, so they're going to get out of their head with the codependency, and they're just going to focus on their partnership, focus on love, feeling this love, not overthinking things. And they're going to realize that, you know what? Reconciliation is possible. This is victory card, and that's what the divine feminine are come to realize. It's so simple. Up till, we've been so in our heads. We need to let that go. Just believe and trust and feel the love, and just know anything is possible. Forget over analyzing things. All right. Can we have some last overall messages for both divine masculine and feminine? Environment. This is talking about the environment we keep, the people we surround ourselves, the kind of food we have, the kind of how, staying away from situations that no longer serve us, staying away from toxic people. It will help you this full moon. What other advice can you give divine masculines and feminines? Synchronicity is telling you to pay attention to signs and synchronicities, because the universe is talking to us at every turn, and we need to start paying attention. What else, universe? All right, we got 2 cards. He's telling you got to put the effort in if you want the love partnership to work. And this is for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The divine masculine has their own effort to put in. The divine feminine has their own effort. And we've already gone through that. But what the overall advice is that signs and synchronicities are coming from the universe. But you guys have to do the work as well. You got to work on yourself, whatever it is needed. You've got to do that if you want this partnership to work. All right, guys, I hope you've had a good full moon, and I will see you soon. Take care.